nace la revolución? ¿Por qué empezó? Pero no Why did he start? We can leave that to the Pero el hecho final, the final fact, el resultado de la lucha es el result.
Good morning, I'm Kate Prestine and I am in beautiful Costa Rica right now. I've been here for about a week so far, but this is my last day, so I decided to spend it in Rincon de la Vieja National Park. I've been here twice before, but this is my first time summiting this small peak that they have. I guess there's a gorgeous crater on top. The water is turquoise blue because of all the chemicals, so I'm very excited to see it. It's a solo mission today. My two friends, Jillian and Sarah, who were with me on this trip, they both left today, but I have this one extra day, and this is how I'm going to spend it. Starting off, the terrain was fairly flat, and the only vegetation present were hardwood trees and prairie grasses. Shortly into the hike, a small side path led me to a cool little waterfall on the Rio Blanco, or White River. About 1 kilometer into the hike, a monkey caught my attention. At first I saw just one, but I quickly realized there were nearly a dozen more in the surrounding trees. A couple kilometers into the hike, a large, black, and unidentifiable animal scared the hell out of me. So when I came across a group of French hikers, I latched onto the back of their train. Setting off alone wasn't the most wise idea, but luckily they were kind enough to have me. Without having to worry about being eaten or attacked, I was able to enjoy the scenery a bit more. The roots of these two huge ficus trees, for example, had fused together at some point during their growth. A bit further into the hike, the leader of the French group pointed out more monkeys. They were incredibly curious and interactive with our group, bouncing from branch to branch and chasing the light of the leader's laser pointer. They were so similar to small children, you couldn't help but laugh. Shortly after seeing these spider monkeys, the vegetation changed drastically. The hardwoods with airy leaves became scarce and were replaced by bamboo and trees with plastic-like leaves. The trail also became more steep. This leg of the hike felt much more tropical. Finally, after about 3.5 hours on the trail, we broke the tree line. The clear blue sky and cool breeze were refreshing. I also felt more safe being solo, so when the group decided to break for a snack, I said my thank yous and headed on. When I reached the trailhead to the actual summit, I realized the drastic change in terrain. I also realized the new demand for greater physical endurance. It was obvious more upper body strength would come into play here. Now that I was using my arms to climb, as well as my legs, I gained a new sense of excitement. I noticed another huge change in the scenery as well. The rocks, for example, were discolored from the sulfur and other volcanic activity in the soil. Being out of the tree line, the wind was ridiculously strong. Keeping my balance became yet another challenge. Soon, hardly any vegetation was present and the moisture in the air had soaked my hair. The trail became almost non-existent and the rocks were even more discolored. Visibility was poor due to the elevation and low cloud cover. Once I reached the top of the ridge, the path was literally 1 foot wide, with nearly 70-degree slopes of loose rock on either side. Finally, after about 4.5 hours, I made it to the summit, along with my new friends from Costa Rica and the Czech Republic. The low clouds prevented us from seeing the crater, but I felt really accomplished nonetheless.